This is something that has been coming up a lot in my email inbox lately, and it's a topic that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, but it's something that a lot of you are dealing with, so I wanted to talk with you honestly and openly about the fact that women struggle with pornography and masturbation too. Now, I want to make a disclaimer that this is not something that I personally struggle with or have struggled with, but I have known many women and still know many women who are walking this journey with this addiction, with these struggles in their lives, and I've asked them to share their experiences with me, and I've listened for many hours to them about what they are going through and how they want to overcome this addiction in their lives. So I wanted you to know that that's where I'm coming from, but I wanted to make this video because of the volume of you who have requested a video like this and offer you hope and help in your struggle. The first thing I want to express is outrage over the fact that if you're a Christian or a Catholic, you've been to all different kinds of events where they have men's and women's sessions, and in the men's sessions they always address this, but in the women's sessions they've always been, you're a daughter of the king, you know, you're beautiful, you're loved, you're all these things. And so many women, so many of you have maybe sat through those sessions sitting in your seat like, but I'm dealing with these things in my life, and I don't feel like it's fair that people aren't giving me the tools necessary to deal with what I'm dealing with in my life, the addictions that I'm experiencing, the real grittiness of life. I'm frustrated for all the women who have come to me to say, I wish this was addressed for women. If you're one of the people out there who think that pornography is only a man's issue, A, I can tell you that that's completely false, and B, that's hurtful. When people say it's just a man's issue, it's hurtful for the women that are experiencing the struggle. It's hurtful for them because it makes them feel alone. It makes them feel like I must be the only woman experiencing this. And maybe you're out there listening and you feel like, I have felt that before. Audrey Assad is a beautiful woman who has shared about her addiction to pornography. And in one talk she gave, maybe she shares this in many talks that she gives, but she talked about how with men having an addiction to pornography, they feel like they're all in jail together, that they're all in a jail cell together. But when women experience this addiction, when they struggle and battle against pornography, they feel like they're in solitary confinement, completely alone in their own jail cell, locked away with no one to share in that struggle with them, feeling like they must be the only one. I want you to know that based on my email inbox, you are not the only one, and I wanted to give you encouragement and resources to help you in the struggle. The first thing that I want you to do if you're experiencing this struggle is find a woman, a friend that you trust, and confide in her that this is something that you're struggling with. When we bring things to the light, it's when they can breathe. It's when we feel like we can breathe. It's when we can get the help that we need for overcoming the struggles that we have in our lives. It is so important to find another woman that you can be accountable to find an accountability partner. Now you might ask, like, how do I know who that woman is? How do I know who that friend is in my life? You know the friends that you have who want what's best for you, who's not going to judge you, who supports you and loves you for who you are. You know who that person is. The second thing I want you to do is remember something and know something, is that who you are is not a pornography addict. That you are not defined by your pornography addiction. You are not defined by this sin, by this shame, by this struggle that you're experiencing, by these chains that you feel are wrapped around you tightly on a constant basis. Our addictions, our sins, our shame do not define us. They are not who we are. I want you to know that there is hope for you in overcoming this addiction, that you, again, are not alone. This is the stuff of real life. This is the stuff that is happening in both men's and women's lives. And if we can bring it to the light, if we can share about it, if we can talk about it, we can overcome it.